Hello everyone, I'm Laurie Barraco and it's time for my predictions for the week of April 30th, 2017. I'm coming at you from sunny and hot and warm and a little bit humid Southwest Florida. All right, the deck that I use is the Gilded Royale Tarot by Sarah Marchetti. And it does look like this week's theme has to do with how we communicate with others. Often, and we all are guilty of this, we listen to respond. We aren't quite hearing what the other person is saying, and we're not paying attention, and we're kind of we have our wheels spinning as people are communicating, and we're not very present. And this week's message has to do with really listening and to be even more mindful of how we respond and what we put out into the universe and with our relationships, with our input, with our words, the energy. And it's important to be mindful, really, really mindful of what and how we're contributing to our relationships with our communication skills. So the first card that we have is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is that connection to the divine self, to our higher selves. And it's the intuition, and it's being in that channel of information and wisdom and that light. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords reversed, and in this instance it is about not listening to respond, not allowing those triggers to have us react and be reactive in our relationships and our responses. Yeah, so it's kind of like Spirit saying, okay, I'm going to help you with your communication with others, and we're gonna throw a couple of little curveballs in there, and let's see how much you can grow from the interactions this week, especially. The last card that we have is the Two of Pentacles, and this Two of Pentacles, again, this is another two, right? So the High Priestess is a two, this one is a two, and the twos have to do with our relationships and the dynamic between us and the other party, and it is the number of communication as well as balance. So you might even find yourself in the middle of two different parties, because they're just showing me how to working with how to balance your relationships, and whether it's staying in balance and centered in this type of relationship as well as in this part over here. So it's going to be an interesting week. Again, try to stay present and try not to respond or listen to respond, and really hear what the other party is saying, and try not to allow yourself to communicate, respond from that negative ego place. That higher self, that part of us that is pure light and wisdom and guidance and love, is right there with us. So reminding us that our higher selves, our guides, the light is right behind us and ready to help us balance out all of these situations. All right, I'm Laurie Barraco. Take care. Namaste.